I'm not gonna eat bread without butter.
There's all this beautiful olive oil here.
I'll go get it. Do you want butter?
Whenever I'm looking at the menu at pFriem or rebuilding it, I'm always trying to strike a balance between pub classics and a new and exciting experience. We want people to come to pFriem and have an exciting appetizer to try with their first ever sip of pFriem beer. You know, try to provide the familiar, but also the exciting. It's really important at pFriem that we use local artisans and farmers as much as possible. You know, they're coming down here, knocking on the door and saying, this is what I grow or this is what I make. And almost every time, it's some of the best I've ever had. Right across the river, Blue Bus is making some of the best sauerkraut I've ever had in my life. Super fresh, bright, and crunchy. An hour away, Portway Creamery is making fantastic chev. Olympia Provisions, some absolute world-class cured meats and salamis. And then there's the farmers. All summer long, we're getting salad greens and berries from flower to flower farms. And yeah, the produce here is really unrivaled. It's really important to us that we support these farmers. And it was really important through 2020 that we did so as well. And we're right back on it this year.
Today's sardine party, and it's inspired by the fact that I eat tin fish pretty much every day or every other day for lunch. So Josh has never had any sardines before, so today is the opportunity for us to do some tasting for Josh, make sure that he's aware of what true tin fish excellence tastes like. Everybody brought their finest products, and we're going to get around the table and see what's going on with the exciting world of sardine.
Apparently, this is a very rude thing to bring into the office space.
Dude, we take sensory seriously at pFriem, Josh. That's what I typically do. Do you just eat the backbone?
I eat everything.
You eat everything, of course.
Animal.
You eat the backbone or you don't eat the backbone. It's up to you.
I bought those because they looked expensive. And I bought these because they had French on them.
Classic sardine flavor. Like a little buttery, creamy, fairly sessionable. It's like this. It's like a medium cheddar of the sardine world.
I mean, when you said you'd never had this before, we were like, oh god, okay. Let's just get everything, man.
Yeah. But this is proper. This is proper
That's
intro.
what we're gonna do with the bread and all these, because that's what I do.
Whoa.
Butter, that's just butter.
You get on that one.
Buttery.
I didn't know you could get that much butter in something.
Do you want seconds?
I think
Still have ruined it for
I'm gonna save the rest of it for my lunch.
Correct. I'll let you guys make hay on this. I'm gonna get the rest of my meetings.
Cool.
Thank you. Crazy last year due to the pandemic. It's created a lot of change in our business, and we're working forward to move forward. And within that change, one of the things that has affected is our can volume. We've been working towards purchasing a new canning line for many years. We've brought that in and made that happen now, so we get more canned beer out to folks in the world. And in looking and doing so, we're always trying to find three major things to be able to boost efficiency, throughput, and quality. Working with Crohn's manufacturing on this, and we have achieved all that. We have our new canning line will show up this September, and we're about to roll into a meeting to kick off some of the final touches. Let me go bring these guys inside. We got to do the final touches on our supporting line. We've got to make sure that we got everything lined up correctly. We like what we see.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's start from the beginning. So we'll be using our existing decal. We're going to change up the conveyance a little bit, add some new conveyance to cross over the major forklift traffic area. That will lead down to our ionized air rinser, which will hit every single can and make sure that every can is clean on its way to the filler. Heading into the filler, we get filled right here. We have our product manifold right here, so we'll hard pipe the beer into that. Heading into the filler at about 160 cans a minute, coming out of the simmer into our accumulation table to give a little bit of time for the we'll of course get a date code before we get the every single can will have a date on it, just like we do now. We never miss one. Heading from that into the it'll be really versatile. We'll be able to add to all of our different seasonal styles, which will be really, really nice and keep that pFriem look. Coming out of the labeler, a little bit more of accumulation, a little bit more conveyance to give a little time before the PackTech machine, upgraded PackTech from our current version, which will be able to keep up with the 160 cans per minute. And then coming out where we will have our packagers ready to palletize every single case and get it out the door.
Awesome. And then where we at with our pump selection for beer product pump? You know, we were looking at centrifugal, but we prefer PD. Have we got any recommendations? Have you guys got any further thoughts on that?
I think the best option is going to be some sort of PD pump, maybe rotary lobe, but we can start reaching out to suppliers as well as some of our fellow brewers and seeing kind of what they're finding is the most gentle on the beer, so that we're not seeing any pickup and any shear coming into the line.
Sweet guys, awesome. Like you're on it. I think we got a good amount of info to get back to Jake and the Crones. Thank you guys very much. Let's hop back to it out there.
Awesome. Thanks, Josh.
Right,
Thanks,
cheers.
Josh.
Let's get a beer.
Yeah, let's get it, beer. Let's get it forward.
Hey guys, we're here in our Cascade Locks facility filming some educational videos. Because if you're like us, you want to learn as much as possible about the beers you enjoy drinking. This blended culture of yeast and bacteria leads to a more dry, tart flavor profile.
By the early 1900s, brewers had tamed their beers. Yet in a region called the Peyottenland near Brussels, lives a rebel beer style called Lambic.
You'll be able to find all these videos on our website, and they'll be on social media, and look forward to taking you along this experience with us.
So Kyle, how are you feeling about being on camera?
Okay, it always starts off with a little butterflies in the beginning, but once you get talking about something that you're passionate about, it kind of just flows. So feeling pretty good.
Totally. It's like, what do I do with my hands?
Holla. It is holla. It is holla. I'm about to school ya asses. Lives a rebel beer style called Lambic. It's so old that we don't even know where the name comes from. Shit.
Which will give way to the acidity. Hold on, I haven't actually read this that much. Hold on.
Y'all ever been around there?
There it is.
Hell. Oh. Okay. Oh shit.
Cool? All right. Pretty good. Pretty good. It was fun. We're having fun.